Hello there. Um, I am here today to share with you something that I'm working on. It has to do with geomancy and working with Earth, Earth's energy and the ley lines and connecting to essentially the energetic field of Earth. Um, yeah, I had the realization within the last few years that we can really anchor in celestial energy and we can be a conduit to connect with like Earth's energy grid as well as the celestial energy and planetary um, energies and really serve as a conduit of mutual support. So, in my astrological studies, I have been inspired to do earth healing ceremonies and connect in with the energy grid of earth to support healing. Yeah, I see this vision of connecting people across the planet on these different energy lines and um, coming together with intention and essentially anchoring in new frequencies. So that is some context for you. So now what I've done is I've pulled up a map of the ley lines, and there are many different ley lines. So the ones that I'm choosing to look at are it's called Heaven's Door ley lines, and it shows a bunch of different colors essentially all around Earth. Let me share my screen and I'll show you what that looks like. Share screen. Yeah. So now you can see the ley lines here. So essentially it's all over Earth, these different points. And this is like over here on the left is where the map data is. And you can see there are a bunch of different ley lines, global points of interest, like all of these different things. What I'm choosing to look at right now is Heaven's Mirror grid. Okay. And so I just added in all of these different points just to see big picture what's going on, right? So, ooh, the goddess equator grid. That's next. But anyways, I'm going to stay where we are for now and check this out. Here is, it looks like a disco ball. I love that. Oh my God, what a cool disco ball design based off the ley lines. Or even like a map. All these stars are different key points, like archaeological points and things of significance. If you click it, it will like tell you more about it. So, and it also like adds on the ones that you've most recently looked at. So that's cool. So, anyways, the direction that I'm going with this is I would like to travel to different points of interest along the grid, and anchor in new light frequencies. That's what I'm seeing. And yeah, so this is where I was with the lines. I'm feeling inspired to go to a few places. And then where I've deepened a bit, like this is kind of my zone, I would say. Maybe even a little more. Ooh, I wish there was an in between there. But that's okay. Kind of like that. So I'm looking at these key points, like this one south of Portland. That's a big crossing point. So by harnessing and connecting with the energy there, you can really expand your reach, right? So that's a point. That Fresno area is another key point I'm interested in, as well as these two in Nevada. Yeah, so those ones down here, there's a few as well. Definitely gonna hit up the Los Angeles. Like it would be great to, let's see, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh my gosh, it would be sweet to hit all 13 points like in the next few months. to really connect with some energy. And essentially, like, that's a pretty large portion of the grid when you consider where other lines are connecting. And my one of my ideas is like if somebody's in that center point in, like mid central Utah, and there's somebody down in Mexico, like anchoring in these like threads of connection, like interwoven across the energetic tapestry of Earth, which is essentially what this is on one level, I believe. Um, yeah, how cool is that? Like, I really feel like we could make some big changes using this strategy of connection and intention. Yes, the strategy of connection and intention. But like, whoa, look at that light over here on the left. Like, whoa. This is where Hawaii becomes like a central point connecting out from there. Ooh, like even considering like from this star point shooting out all those central points, like you could really, you know, essentially wrap Earth in a big hug is what it feels like. Yeah. Yeah, that's great. Oh my God, look at how beautiful. What a central point. Okay, who wants to go sailing? Who wants to go sailing? Okay, and this confirms Alaska too, because look, if you bust north here, Alaska becomes a central point. I'm feeling like a journey there is in the cards. Where is this? Where are we? Yakutat Bay. Let's go to Yakutat Bay. Glacier Bay. Okay. That's what's up. This is it. Yakutat. Go on a hiking expedition there. And I feel like that's when the grid's already established. Like, look at that. Look at that grid point. Wowee. It's really connecting in here too. So like one, two, three. Wow. Yeah, like just considering the Earth grid and where the points are, like it would be great to help out this area of the grid and then consider the scope of connection, like where are each of those lines going en route, and then how can we foster stronger connections in those other key anchor points when we're looking at like the spread of energy, right? And really utilizing the technology that we have to support this global change and this global movement towards more harmony on Earth. Yes, for those who resonate with the starseed concept, I feel like this is it, like we can really strategically, thoughtfully, intentionally connect with these celestial energies and support in a larger way. And it has to do with being embodied in our bodies, like really connected in with that and allowing for this stream of light and energy to move through you into the deep earth and like becoming like a lighthouse and a beacon of light on these grid points. Like we as humans have the capacity to do that on an energetic frequency when we are in alignment and connected in with our body. And so the gift of that, um, yeah, the gift of that becomes a new hope for humanity through connecting with the light grid and calling on support from our guides and the all beings, all sentient beings who are here to be of assistance in this time. Like all we have to do is ask. So much of reality is um Our responsibility, I don't know, like in these times of change where everything is not everything, but so much is doomy, gloomy, like let's do something different, you know? Um, yeah, now is the time to change history because it's only the future of humanity. Yeah. Yeah, and that's really what I connected in with in my practice today was a deep love of humanity. A lot of this is inspired by my yoga flow that I did earlier today. And in that flow, which I'll show you where um, the flow happened here on this yellow line. Yeah, on the cube, part of the cube. The grid of the cube connecting 56 to 52 on the cube. I don't know how many numbers there are on the cube, but there are a lot. But anyways, I could really just like feel the energy connecting. Even now, like considering if I were to face like in downward dog, my hands northeast and my feet southwest, like what that might do to support the energy as well. That's like one thought I'm having right now. Um, but yeah, anyways, I just felt super connected with the earth. I like dropped a grounding cord down into the deep earth and could just feel that like energy flowing, you know? And yeah, I'm just feeling really inspired to bring this uh like around and start to yeah, and start to weave deeper connections energetically across Earth and really like be a part of that in each moment or um in key moments, you know, like really lock into that. So yeah, there's more to this. I also combined it with astrocartography. That's like phase two is to see the lines and then look at what the planetary movements are doing. And this is where I feel like the moon really is a key player because the moon can trigger stronger energies. So now I'm gonna go check out the astrocartography and see what the planets are doing as far as their like actual alignments with Earth and what we can do to be the change. As my wonderful teacher Rick Levine says, um, think cosmically, act locally, and when Earth is our locale, let's start acting, you know? Namaste.